Hello, Helvian here. We are back with volume 18 of Yu Yu Hakusho. It's the penultimate volume, everyone. We're so close finishing the series, and sorry it's a day late, but well, actually, all the volumes are be of manga being a day late. Uh, switch, kind of delaying everything by a day. A week card to next week. Sorry. But yeah. Or the Three Kings are now we have four chapters of flashback. Okay. Okay. So we have first of all, we have how EA spent, this past year. We get, some flashback to I was just finding this straight. This is a yeah, flashback to EA. Um and his past. Um Yeah, so it's an interesting lore revealed here. Ice Maiden reads the mail. It's something always takes is always a male. Takes on characteristics of the father. Um, but usually they just birth females. Um, but just but I guess I kind of like it said parthenogenesis. I don't really know what that is. I forgot to look it up before this. Ooh, I'm so professional, man. I'm so goddamn professional. uh, and he doesn't survive. Um, Giving birth to a male. Um, it, he was born as a twin. Um, he has a sister Yukino. Um, and there's like a tear they gave. Uh, she usually has like a tear. The mother has a tear they give. She gives her daughter. Since they have twins, she gave the one to both. And there's some like stuff with how like um he's fighting for Kian's tears or something like that. Um, Another thing that you know kind of like defines this volume is discussing the power rankings and differentials between three you know kings. The Three Kings saga. Um, he has been getting very powerful lately, although he's still not kind of close to being Mukuro's level. Which okay, I didn't I didn't remember Mukuro's a woman. Um, why is it called the Three Kings if one of them is a queen? I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, yeah, he is training. Um, take this. It was my mother's. Yeah, Yukina is giving Kie her crystal tear. Um, hmm, yeah, interesting. Okay, when you come back, take me first. Be my point in here. Whoa. Okay, that's that's Mukuro. I don't get it. Should I just look up wiki stuff? Okay, so I remember. Okay, so I forgot that Yukina here doesn't know that she's talking to her brother, but she's talking about her brother in front of her brother. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Okay. Um, Interesting. Um, Interesting. So that thing is Hiei? Looks like he. Okay. I was just confused because the markings are kind of similar to Mukuro's in present day. Um, yes, this is Shigure. Um, He was the one that implanted the Jagan eye, evil eye, into yeah, um, and taught him some swordplay. Um, so yeah, I think this was a pretty big reveal. Um, or like that basically um the implantation of the eye into Hiei kind of reduced his power um a lot, right? Transportation equates to ability transformation, a veritable rebirth with the patients were reverting to the infant level. So the power declined from that of a class A demon to nearly nothing. So that's why he lost to Yusuke. But he's been gradually getting it back since then. Um that's it. That, that answers some questions that I've been asking, okay? That's nice. Um yeah, now we did fight. It's a weird weapon. It's like a scythe that kind of like wraps. It's like I don't even know what you call it. And it went very fast. Sacrificed his arm. Went. Oh man, Tagashi is locking in for this one. Man, that's cool. Um, so he sacrificed his arm, but he also had a good blow there, and then whoa, sliced off that. That's so cool. It's a cool artwork here. Um, and a draw not bad, but is that really me talking? He has changed a lot. Obviously from his time with Yusuke and Kurama and Kuwabara. So yeah, he got the Tear of Life. Um, not Yukino's, but no, it was both, I guess. It was in Mukuro's stomach. Nice. Yeah, a lot of Rukabuhi's life. Um, Interesting. Hmm. Whoa, and then now we see Mokuro's true body. How'd she get so fucked up? uh, Interesting. To be a slave, the price for my freedom was half my body. Interesting. Um, I lied when I said it. I saw it. It was no more than a bauble. Live here, simulate one day die truly or die as you truly wish. Interesting. 6 months later, news of Ryzen's death came, and by then he had obtained the position of Mikuro's top warrior. Hmm. Interesting stuff is happening. Okay. But Troy only one block. I don't believe how quickly this arc is moving, man. Yeah, we got a lot of data stuff about. Oh, these are how strong the uh three kings are, and this is how we'll project them to be later. Which Ryzen stocks falling because he's going to fucking die. And oh, here's fucking stats, man. They're interesting power levels. This late in the game. Uh, TP total demonic power, HP hit points, OP offensive power, DP defensive powers, SP special powers. Okay. Huh. Okay. S Mukuro has the best SP. Um, but and the best overall. Hmm. Interesting. Horizon does not have much special power. Interesting. I'm so surprised they're introducing it this late in the game. And yeah, the one thing that they've um one thing they've kind of hitting home right now is that the second in commands um are so far behind the Three Kings in power. But Kram was like, no, guys, the second in commands hold the key. Which I guess in like the Horizons case kind of makes more sense. So yeah, this is the demon that blinded um Yomi, and we had to reveal that it was actually an assassin by Karama. Um, and he's like using a his mother as hostage. Um, damn. Yeah, Kaido finally beat him. This fucking face, man. Nice. Uh, new brother, stepson after his mother remarried, and also taken hostage. Um, damn. And we see Genkai again. That's nice. Hmm. Yeah, Genkai's been training these guys. Now they're much more powerful. Not sure how much powerful. Maybe tournament arc Yusuke? Not sure. No idea. No clue. Um, Shisu. Uh-huh. Yeah, everyone's getting ready for the dark tournament. Or well, the new tournament. Actually, no, they haven't announced it. Damn it. Uh, but yeah, Genkai trained them so faster. Like no one, like this development is like of these new warriors is like no one's done anything like this in the past 500 years. Like what the hell? Okay, Demon Fox, you're dead. So he has to try to do a hit on them. Um, yeah, he underestimated him because he was suppressing his power. I guess he can like transform into because he wasn't transformed into Demon Fox mode. He was in Shuichi mode. He can do that like on a whim, I guess. Yeah, so he became Yomi's second in command in military attaché. Okay. Now we got Yusuke training. He's like so damn strong now. Um, Now he's going to fight Horizon, but Horizon really want to get food now. Um, yeah, he's cannot match Horizon now. Um, so it really just says like how much Horizon has fallen though, rather than how much Yusuke has advanced as a fighter. Although he has done that a lot. Um, so it's like, okay, why are you starving yourself to death? Uh, and well, that's to do with when you meant Yusuke's ancestor, like the one that would 44 generations later result in Yusuke, the one that he mated with. Um, kind of like offered himself to this, like, okay, just devour me because I have fucking diseases, man. uh, Interesting. As like I guess he found it hot, so they fucked. And then she just vowed to taste no human flesh until we met again, and then she died. So I was like, okay, well, I'll still keep that promise until I meet her reincarnation. Uh, so damn, he's just dying now. Interesting. He's come to view demons like as a transitional phase in evolution. The demon plane, human world, the underworld are all living realms. Even the underworld is unsure of the ultimate fate of souls. This is reminding me of like Bleach, like the three worlds in Bleach. It's not, but the Yu Hakusho isn't like really delved into that much. So, um, so yeah, no, he's like watch out for Yomi. He's wants to conquer the world. So if you want to choose go with Maguro. It's like, oh man, I'm hungry, and then fucking dies. Um, yeah, let's go to Yomi's. Hey, don't worry. His last one of his last words are like, "Watch out for Yomi." And he dies, and like, okay, let's go to Yomi. Uh, so like, oh, hey, in here throughout the whole country, and he's like, hey, you get your, get ready. Uh, damn. Um, and then Mikuro and Hiei are on the way. There's cool mobile fortress. Um, and they're like, okay, what's going on here? And they reach there. I like this moment when they're like writing on the paper so that Yomi doesn't hear them. And they're like, hey, let's good to see Yusuke again and stuff. Don't waste paper on silence, that's cool. Whom would you side with, Yomi or Yusuke? Tsundere there. Nice. Uh, and Kurama likes that. Um, so like Horizon's dead, and I'm now king. Let's say hi. And he stole the national treasures or something like that. Or like got more of them. Rui Maru. Um, and they've been etched with names. Um, so play Mahjong by the field. So that basically, she's like, okay, let's forget about countries. We'll decide the king in a tournament. Uh, and okay, what the fuck? So like, if you reject Yusuke's plan, we'll side against you with Mukuro, I guess. So that kind of like changes his thing. Um, so yeah, he's made alliances just by like connecting directly to people, not like you know, talking trees and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, they just kind of if can agree to it. This is so silly, man. Uh, yeah, let's just dissolve the countries. That's fine. Although I guess they haven't really explained much about demon society. But there's actually demon cities. Like there's full on demon cities. There must be like infrastructure or whatever. Or is it more like a town level and like the country level is like not as important? So like a city is like a city in this realm maybe, but like the country level, we don't care if it's like Yusuke or Mukuro or Yomi, as long as someone's protecting us. That could be the case. That does be spitballing. Oh yeah, there's a tournament and Mukuro Yomi are in it, and but everyone's like scared, or most people are scared because it's open to like the entire demon world, but we're getting like barely uh triple digit numbers here because everyone's scared of Mukuro and Yomi. Um, so only like very powerful people. Also, Yomi has like it's like a son. I don't know how he did it. Like incubator baby. Like, what the hell? Or test tube baby, or whatever they call them. Lord Shura. I guess he's like very has like fucking Gohan potential or something like that. Um, and He's like over. It's like if it's his power level over 80,000. We can get to 500,000 before the deadline. My victory will be assured. That's your son's victory, okay. You're right, Colonel. Second make command look at the outcome. That's not the second command that Krama was um thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, give up fighting if we face each other. And it defeats the whole point, you know. If in these two, what the hell? You heard Horizons Crow. I think he is my Koto. Okay. They were sparring partners with the king? Okay. Hmm. If Mikuro and Yomi hadn't owned Ryzen in his prime, they'd have been history ages ago. That's interesting. So yeah, they're really only Ryzen was only he was like the goat of the kings, and then he was just like, okay, I'll just decide to die over the course of 1,000 years or whatever, or 700. Uh, yeah, she was like didn't want to face. She wanted to face them, but now she can't. Okay, yeah, they have a thing for Ryzen, and then they like released their energy, and I was like, what the hell? They're off the charts. And Yomi's like, what the hell? You know, like excitement. And then Shure's wake and like, um, yeah, my regiment's readings no longer matter. Hmm. So yeah, they're like, dismantling the country. I don't know what that means. You don't know what it means. It's just okay, we just did it. That feels major, but you know, I guess since Tagashi hasn't drawn much attention to it, we won't too. Um, so yeah, go into blocks of 49 and then put a bunch of people on the island or in the blocks, and then they'll fight it out. Um, and then Mokuro reveals herself. Hmm. Thought she'd be a lot more buff. Why isn't she more buff, Takashi? Why isn't she? Uh, no one can match. You have talent. No one can match my boy. That's nice. Um, sure we tough to beat. Yeah, yeah, he will. And then they get into the same fucking arena. That sucks for them. Um, yeah, Mokuro, one of the clear favorites is in block 74. Yomi 34. Yomeshi 106. Uh, Krama 63. EA 5. Yeah. Everyone else is in there. Of course, in the Isagashi has to list every single one. uh, that's I don't even know most of these people. Yeah, there's these cool ass giant trees with like ecosystems or whatever on them. That's cool. I have like a weird system where like you have to get a call. Everyone has a collar, and you have to get their code from them. That's not much important there. So yeah, Mukuro. No, not Mukuro. Yomi is fighting Sun. Yeah, these weird ass techniques. Um, and he's kind of dominating his son. Just beat your son's ass when he's like less than a year old. I mean, Yomi's advancing. So what's the point of that? I don't know. I don't know, man. I want to see. Okay, you have no idea how much I hold back. I feel like we didn't do much with that. Um, I don't know. Was this? Gosh, you want to do more with this arc? It feels like it's very half baked. Um, even though there's some cool ideas, being explored here. It's just like kind of speed running through it. Um, but yeah, and then you pow, 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 pow. Yeah, Yusuke is so powerful. Yeah. I should have done that. Strong. And then that is the fucking the preliminaries are done. We'll see who wins. I forget who wins. Yusuke win? I forget. Um, we'll see next time for the last time. When we talk about the last volume of Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh man, I even forgot mention how goofy ass this the cover is. Like Kuwabara is not in this volume at all. I think I'll come back for the epilogue. Um, is there supposed to be someone else in this? Is there supposed to be another plane here? Someone else? I don't know. Probably. Like Kuwabara's on plane 3, Yusuke's on 2. Who's in plane 1? Hotan, Hiei, Kurama? I don't know. Keiko? Keiko, that's a name we haven't. Well, she was like last volume. Uh, or before that. Yeah, not much Keiko content. Um, didn't even make it into this thing, despite Kubar not being in it. Uh, yeah, we'll see what happens next time on Yu Yu Hakusho. Have a good one.